Hello and welcome to this reading for the Taurus new moon that we have coming up on the 27th. So this is going to be a very free-flowing, intuitive reading just to see what comes up. I have the energy, I have the stone of the carnelian with me for some grounding, and yeah, I just felt like bringing this energy of the carnelian into the reading. So yeah, let's see what the energies are, what our spirit guides want us to know, our elevated ancestors, and any other beings working with us for our highest good. So on the break, we have Healer and Stormy, which perhaps you've been feeling like the energy is very tumultuous, quite perhaps difficult to navigate, but trust that you have within you inherently, you have the wisdom within you inherently to get through this, whatever this situation is, because this is the Eye of Horus. So it's almost like the eye of the storm, maybe. Like you might be, yeah, like Eye of the Storm is what is just seems very literal with these two cards. But you have what it takes to weather the storm. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the insights. So just trusting that. Just trusting that and knowing that you're going to get through it. You're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be more than fine. So yeah, it's just interesting that I wanted to bring in the energy of the carnelian, and we have Stormy, so it's like kind of grounding. So the first card we have is Spiritual Cleansing, number 50. So, and you know, 50, it's like the halfway point. So maybe wherever you are in this journey, you may want to just do some spiritual cleansing before you enter into this new chapter. This Taurus new moon might be incredibly significant for you. So anything can be a spiritual cleanse. Whatever it is, calling on, you know, looking at this crystal can be a spiritual cleanse. Again, you have the intuitive capacity to know how to clear your own energy. Whatever you do, whether you take a spiritual bath, whether you do cord removal, cord cutting, whatever it is, like you have within you the understanding of what you need. And this speaks to, let's say, just on a very tangible level, what's in your DNA from your ancestors, what is in your blood, what is in your bones, the wisdom and knowledge that you have literally within you. Or perhaps on a more intuitive level, just whatever you are seeking out, whatever you are resonating with. So anything can be spiritual cleansing. Even just this symbol, if you can connect with the energy of this symbol, I believe it's the Hand of Fatima. So anything can be a spiritual cleanse. Talisman. 31. And I'm pretty sure healer was 32. So, yeah, I think Stormy was 21 and healer was 32. So, talisman being 31, and I'm actually going to look it up. Let's see, what's 32? Yeah, healer. Healer is 32. So, talisman 31, the key for the new place that you're going into. So, spiritual cleansing, preparing yourself. And it, again, doesn't have to be this whole thing. Like, you can, you know, however you want to spiritually cleanse. There's no wrong or right way. So, you are going to a new place. There is a new direction that you're going in. There is a new direction that you're going in. New moons are, it's portal energy. It's the darkness. The moon is completely dark, and it is signifying the portal. So this is the key that is opening the door to this new place that you're stepping into. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of, like, I feel just a lot around this area. It could be coming into new psychic awareness, new gifts. It's something. It's very busy. It's very, like, activated. And now I'm feeling on my throat, like, this tingling. So yeah, maybe speaking your truth more. That's what also was the channeled message from the previous reading, Stairway to Heaven. A voice coming. I mean, it's all connected, right? It's like all of it's meant to flow, and you know, the communication isn't just about what you say with your voice, right? Like the expression, I think you get what I'm saying. Shift 9. So there is a shift. There is a shift occurring. Water 18. Which is kind of mimicking this spiritual cleansing happening, but also the capacity to be fluid, to feel your emotions, to honor your emotions, to trust your emotions, to explore the depth of your emotions, to find what your emotions are communicating to you. Because at the end of the day, we came here to feel, we came here to experience, and through all of that, we create. So what flows through you is very sacred. Transformation. Nature spirits. Growth. Growth is kind of like, growth fell this way, so I'm gonna just respect the energy of the card as it came up. It may be difficult. It may be difficult for you to go through this period of growth. It may be uncomfortable, but you are meant to come into and come back to your true nature in this period of transformation. You know, considering We have transformation and growth. Like, and then this came upside down, protection. Do you believe that you're not protected? Do you believe that, you know, this is all working against you? Reality is neutral. So you might want to, like, reality is neutral. It's programmed by us. So if you keep saying, you know, if you feel that way, you're programming your reality to echo that back to you. Reality doesn't have a consciousness of its own in that sense. Yes, consciousness flows through reality, but your reality is just echoing back to you how you're programming it. So, you know, reality is subjective and objective in nature simultaneously. So your belief system is showing back to you how you're programming your reality. So, and there, you know, there's a difference between feeling safe and being protected. You can be protected even in a situation where you don't feel safe, but in the end, no harm actually comes to you. So this is the Nordic compass. So call on this symbol and project it into your energy field. And you can imagine yourself in the center of this. So this is a very grounding energy. You might want to look into Norse mythology, however this resonates, but this is a very grounding, strong symbol. It's protection from, you know, all angles, all area is being covered. So call it, you know, assessing your relationship with protection, how you feel, and ultimately establishing your energy field as so strong that you're not compatible with anything that would otherwise seek to, let's say, bring harm into your life, bring disturbance, bring incoherence. You're just not compatible. And that's maybe what the spiritual cleansing is about. You know, you're cleansing and you're you're shifting the energy, you're starting from scratch, and you're reestablishing your energy field and how you're moving and how you're navigating this whole matrix game. Because it's meant to be fun, it's meant to be enjoyable. It's meant to be the outward extending, expanding spiral. That's what this all is. So, lucky, 47, you know, belief, right? What is that, you know, lucky girl syndrome? It's a state of mind. I guess like also something about beginner's luck because it's a new chapter. And then maintaining that luck, like you can just maintain that luck. Anchoring in that luck into your energy fields, if that resonates. Okay. Let's see what the angels have to say. So this is falling between talisman and nature spirits. Passion came up yesterday as well, in yesterday's reading. Maybe this is a new beginning for you, where you know, renew your passion, where all the things that, you know, you used to love so much, like maybe you're just coming back into that. So patience and self-love. So just perhaps just being a bit patient with yourself as you come into this new this new version. Pay attention to everything. And then intuition, pay attention to your intuition. Like, this is your time to focus on yourself. This is your time to, like, ignore what everyone else says now, in the sense of you're following your path, and maybe this is what's shifting. It's like you do the spiritual cleanse, you release everything that came before, you release all the versions of yourself that came before, and you start again, and you open the key into this new chapter of your growth, and you follow your dreams, you follow your passion, and you trust that that's what you're meant to be doing. You don't question anymore. You don't question, like, you know, is it worth fighting for? Is it worth me nurturing my passions? It's funny that I see this nature spirits card, because I had this dream last night of a forest, like a forest speaking through me. It was really intense. It was basically like I was kind of possessed in a way, not possessed, but I was channeling. I went into a trance mode of channeling, and I was channeling the energy of the forest, the spirit of the forest. It was very intense. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just seeing this card, and now I'm feeling like a slight pain in my right ankle. So something's being released. And then yesterday's message was that the forests echo with laughter. That was channeled. Now I'm also remembering, like, I don't know, something about forests. There is something about forests that, yeah. I don't know, talking to the trees. Maybe you're going to be talking to nature more. Maybe you're going to be communicating with nature more. Maybe that's what is something you also did, like, when you were younger, or just what you have naturally resonated towards. Relax. All worries and anxieties are leaving my mind, making space for calmness and peace. Yeah, this is a nice energy to bring in amongst all of this. So yeah, just allow yourself to relax and trust that everything is gonna happen. Trust. It is gonna happen. it is an unfolding through you. You are the channel of your life, right? Like your life flows through you. You are not kind of doing anything. Like just relax. And I have burning in between my shoulders. So just relax and release and trust. Regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. Like, yeah, trust. When you know, just, I mean, yeah, it's very self-explanatory. Relax and trust. However you can get yourself to relax and just allow it to unfold. Trust in your transformation, trust in your growth, and trust in your protection. Trust, like you're protected. You know, don't give your power to anything that, like, you feed things through your power, right? Through your consciousness. So fairy wings, my inner child is happy and carefree. And breathe, inhale. I'm relaxed, exhale, I'm at peace. So yeah, you know, relax, patience, trust, breathe. Take it easy. Flow and endurance. Things happen when they are supposed to. I embrace patience and trust in the process. So just allowing your, I mean, endurance, I don't really like the word endurance. It just has like endurance is very much like of the 3D, right? It's like endure, survive, get through it. Like you're moving away from this and you're coming into this. This is the 3D and this is the 5D. Like this is your Newtonian self and this is your quantum self. So yeah. Plan. Following a long-term plan will help achieve my life's purpose. I'm just going to say divine plan. It's this divine, there is a divine plan unfolding. You know, like when a baby is being created, you don't do anything. It grows in the belly. It grows in the womb. You're not, the mother isn't there like, oh, now I'm creating the digestive system and now I'm creating the skeletal structure. Like it has a divine plan. Everything has a divine plan. So allowing yourself, and I'm getting a lot of tingling here, like Source just wants you to surrender to your divine plan. There's a divine plan for you that you actually want to experience. But, you know, so many people just don't even allow themselves to experience the divine plan that was set forth for them. There is a divine plan. And a lot of people don't allow themselves to experience the divine plan set forth for them. So there is a divine plan. And this is what you're actually coming into the understanding of. This is the new place. You are seeing more and more behind the veil. You're understanding more and more how reality is programmed, but also how the divine is the integral part of it that makes everything magical in any given moment. So regardless of how something looks on the outside, in the 3D, the divine can imbue everything. So this is the understanding you're coming into. There's so many ways it can unfold, and that's also what Source, the divine intelligence, is saying. Like, it has so many faces, right? So whatever it is, whatever the healing capacity is, whatever it is, there are so many ways for all of this to be expressed. And it's just about opening yourself up and allowing it to flow through you. You are the channel for the divine. Divine order, everything has divine order. When you follow divine order, everything happens like in the way it's really meant to. So we have leaving, slow down, transform, which is echoing the transformation card, and we have obstacles. So this is a message that is singular. So you're leaving the situation, you're leaving the past behind, you're leaving the old versions of self, you're leaving everything outdated that doesn't resonate. You're taking the time to slow down and feel and trust yourself now. This is all about you being the divine orchestrator of your reality, of your experience. Because you've transformed. You've allowed the transformation to occur. And the obstacles, like, they're nothing now. Like, you don't even care. You're not even bothered by the obstacles. Like, it doesn't even mean anything, really. All that matters is you and how you are, how you feel, and the state that you're in. That is what matters. Nothing else matters. Rebirth. Wow. Yeah. It is a rebirth. It is exactly that. This is the rebirth. Focus, love, and surrender. And with the rebirth card, we have, I'm in constant bloom, I am refreshed, rejuvenated, and reborn. The constant bloom, right? And even on the passion card, you see how everything is bloomed, the blossom on the tree. So your passions are blooming, and that is life. It's a continual rebirth. Even the parts of you that you thought can never be rebirthed, even the parts of you that you thought can never be resurrected. And now I'm thinking of Easter, because we obviously just left Easter, right? So that Easter energy, Ostera, the renewal, the earth is going through the renewal, and everything has its own time to bloom. All the trees don't bloom at the same time. So it's just the unfolding of the divine plan that you are the divine receiver of and the divine channel for. It's not about thinking through the limited scope of the brain and the 3D, because the brain is the Newtonian self. So, you know, when you're in beta wavelength consciousness, when you're in the beta brainwave state, it's very basic. It's for basic tasks. It's basically to make sure you don't bump into things. That is literally what the beta brainwave state is for. Delta, theta, gamma, alpha, these are the higher and higher octaves. These are the higher and higher states which allow you to connect to the divine plans. So illuminate, it becomes illuminated. The divine plan becomes illuminated. Interesting. Illuminate and darkness. You are able to illuminate the darkness when you are able to move as the divine, because the divine is in the darkness. It is that divine darkness, right? What was I saying in the beginning? Like the new moon, it's darkness, but it's all divine. It's not the false representation of light and dark, right? That's a human concept. Good versus evil, it's a human false polarity. It doesn't exist in nature. There's just resonance and non-resonance. There's coherence and incoherence. That's literally it. And they aren't even a duality. It's a spectrum, right? It's like what is on the end of incoherence and what is on the end of coherence. It's a spectrum. So you illuminate the darkness. Which is from, I don't really want to bring in the energy of yesterday's reading, but it was the hermit, right? It's like the hermit energy of creating light from the darkness. When you can't find the light, it's because you have to create it yourself. You have to become the light, and the light comes from your wisdom. It comes from the energy that you have worked through and decided what it means in your life. What that story means, what that trauma means, what that difficulty means, what that loss means. All of it is to create light. So through that, you illuminate the darkness and you become illuminated in the darkness, and you don't fear the darkness. You don't fear the entities because your light is incredibly strong. They actually fear you because, you know, when you shine so brightly, you blind things that don't have the capacity to hold that light. So you don't have to fear. And we have illuminate again and Bernard of Earth. Illuminating the mundane, illuminating the earthly realm, the matrix, the 3D matrix, like bringing magic into the mundane. That is the whole point of a magician. They take the mundane 3D world and they create magic within it. They give magic to the 3D. So that's exactly what this is saying. You have the magic touch. It's a lot of light being upgraded as well. It's happening on the physiological level. The light is being upgraded. Fearless, and it makes you fearless. It makes you not afraid to jump. Right? Full energy. There's the illusion of the jump, but there's no actual jump. You're just coming closer to yourself. You're just coming closer to your true essence, which is the eternal child, which is just about exploration and play and expansion. That's the new reality. That's the new world that you are coming into. There's no such thing as failure. Failure doesn't exist. Failure is the human concept that you are releasing, which is kind of had this hold over you. And I'm having this feeling in my mouth, like maybe it didn't even allow you to speak because you were just so scared of failing, because all of the, you know, everything that people told you and just put on top of you, like you just, it's like you just released it all. And you're only here to listen to your own voice. Shackles, releasing the shackles, 100%. Entities, what was I saying? Like, you don't fear the entities. You actually blind them with your light. They can't be around you. Like, they're scared of you. Isabella Air. Oh, yeah, I needed that because I was getting very worked up, like with the intense energy, and she's just like, she's like, relax, relax, it's all good. She has like the very soft energy, the very, very gentle, very delicate, very sacred, and she's just reminding you of like the whispers of the wind, the whispers of like just the very, very light energy. Oh, I love that she came in. I love that she came into the reading. I'm just curious, Isabella, can you give us a direct message? Just want to see. She's saying remember your light, but also like light as in not just air, but also the feeling of lightness. So she's like, remember your light. Darkness. Again. I'm probably going to end the reading here because those were the two, you know, that was the card also in the beginning. Don't be afraid of the darkness. Like, the darkness is not bad. It's just been portrayed that way. People don't actually know what the darkness represents. Like, it has been so misportrayed and feared, and there's actually nothing to fear. Not even what you would call dark. Like, all the things that, like, even like the dark arts, like, whatever you fear, you give your power away to. So come from the place of knowledge. Come from the place of you know how to navigate all things. So it's very different than, you know, giving your power away to what you think is dark or bad or evil. I'm just going to see if there Are any last messages? Wisdom. You know, there's wisdom. You have your wisdom, and there is wisdom that you gain from the darkness. Hunger and love. I think I'm going to end this reading here. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I hope you just remember that it's all about love. And loving yourself. Loving yourself is the most powerful thing you can do. So, loving yourself really and truly, knowing that you are beautiful. Regardless of what has happened to you, you are beautiful. There is nothing that can make you not lovable and not loving. So remember that and really love yourself. Really love yourself, really and truly, because through the true love for self, all things can be achieved. Because source consciousness loves each and every one of us unconditionally. Our angels love each and every one of us unconditionally. So when you can be in that same unconditional love for yourself, it is the most powerful state to create from. It is the most powerful way to move through the world. Loving yourself in spite of what has happened, and loving yourself despite what has happened. Because you have so much to give. You have so much to create. You have so much to bring into this world. So bring it in the state of loving yourself. No one gets to dictate how you love yourself. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and sending you all new moon blessings. And yeah, see you in the next video.